You talked about recognizing that we are, at the end of the day, we're all still human, and we're never going to agree on every single thing. And so to use these skills that you're providing, awkward and dialogue and coming to the table, are ways of bringing us together, recognizing that we're not just always going to just agree, but that we can still work together and care for each other and be gracious and listen.
I don't think that agreement is necessarily the highest goal. I don't even agree with myself some of the time. You know, I may feel one way today and tomorrow I have a completely different perspective on that.
This is really good.
But if you can have clarity that you understand the other person. So this is what I heard you say. Am I correct? Did I interpret that properly? Am I understanding the feelings, the emotion, the context, whatever it is that the other person is bringing, by making sure that they feel heard?
If agreement is not the ultimate goal, is the other person feeling heard? Is that the top goal? Or what would you say is the number one goal in any conflict?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Yeah, I think to be understood is really important.
For you to be understood, or for the other person to feel understood?
Well, I would say that for someone who is extending grace, that is for the other person to be understood. Now, of course, you want to be understood, and that's usually when we get into some sort of a defensive stance.
Exactly.
You know, well, you didn't hear what I was saying. Let me reiterate that.
Yeah.
But
you can really diffuse things by helping the other person really feel understood.
Yes.
And then they're more apt to listen.
Yeah. Which I think questions can do that really, really well. And just saying things like, did I hear you correctly? Am I understanding this properly? Can I just reflect back to you what I think I'm understanding? You know, is there something else underneath of that we need to talk about or discover? Those kinds of questions are important, and we're not, in general, from what I've witnessed, very good at utilizing them.
No.
I think we all could use a little more practice, especially right now. I think we're all just feeling the general, tiredness, exhaustion, overwhelm, uncertainty. All of those things lead to unsettling emotions as well as behaviors.
And many people, at times myself, have trouble keeping those emotions in the right place.
I think that might be a good place to lean in, is when you see yourself reacting in an unhealthy way, to then lean into something that you don't feel, but that you know is good. So bless that person.
Yeah.
Pray for that person.
Yeah.
Extend grace to that person, because you may not feel, you probably won't feel like doing it.
Yeah.
But then in the action of doing something good for a person, it actually helps you.
Takes the focus off of me.
Yes, but it helps you to calm down.
Yeah, right.
And so that's another good tool that has worked well.
Yeah.
And it honestly, I think any of these tools need to be practiced.
Yeah.
They're not going to come automatically, and they're not even going to feel necessarily right. You have to choose to pull them out of out of your tool belt and try them out.